So guys, the FM23 Winter update is here. Sports Interactive have finally pushed this winter update across all platforms, and as you can see on screen, we have their tweet here. The main data update has begun. It is live across all platforms, and as you can see from the little trailer that's going to run through again on the Twitter from Sports Interactive or Football Manager, you can see the data update is now live. Of course, this is the transfer updates, all the transfers that have happened in January. Updated data, so attributes of players are improved and made better. This is the big one though: match and gameplay enhancements and stability fixes. They are kind of key things, but the data update is here, and this is kind of what a lot of people have been looking for. So if you wanted to go on and take a look at things, this is what we are going to do now, so you don't have to. You can just sit here and watch this video, and you can find out what is actually going to be different now the winter update is here. Actually, they've started to call it a data update because I guess we're not really in winter anymore. We're kind of moving into spring. I don't know. But it's here, and it's being rolled out across all the platforms as well. FM23 console, FM23 touch, on Switch and mobile as well. That's also live. Obviously PC, Mac, you're all covered. It's all out there. Everybody on every platform should get it. It does say that some platforms may vary, but I've already downloaded it on my PC via Steam. We already do have that data update, so we're just going to rattle through things now and just take a look and see what actually has changed in this update. So we've got here 3.7 million database changes have been incorporated into that main data update. So obviously there's attributes that have been improved on players as well, but also all the January transfer updates. If you want to do a save with Enzo Fernandez at Chelsea, you're going to need to do a new save, guys. It's not going to be a part of a save that you've already got going on. You're going to have to start and reload a new save, but the January transfer updates will be there for you to use in the most recent database version as well. Obviously, they've said, we've already detailed in our blog dated the February 20th how the tragic events in Turkey and northern Syria are being handled in game. So obviously they've touched upon that, obviously from that natural disaster. These updates also contain fixes and improvements across multiple areas of the game. All gameplay adjustments will take place in current saves, although you will need to do a new save. Yes, basically what I've just said. So all the actual in-game match engine related stuff will be live in your games right now. If you want the edited, the updated data, you're going to have to start a new game. So some of the potential ability ranges and the attributes on players will have adjusted, but to get those being the most recent, you are going to have to start a new game. But with that being said, the changes to 23.3 update include, but are not limited to, so these are the ones that they're trying to draw people's attention to, these bullet points here: stability and crash fixes. RDF will be really happy about this. The amount of crash dumps that unfortunate guy has had on this year's game, hopefully that sorts things for Aaron. Fixes to reduce mistakes from bad touches in certain areas of the pitch. We've definitely all seen this, guys. Defenders taking too long, bad touches from goalkeepers. We've seen it so much, leading to goals conceded. In my stream on Twitch, we've seen it countless times with Versailles. Fixes to defenders not preparing correctly for crosses in certain situations. This isn't necessarily one that I've seen, and I've kind of attributed it to playing lower down. But getting ready and being in the right place for a cross is a kind of a key component. You kind of see where this is going already. Improvements to defender reaction to long through balls, the ball over the top, where defenders just stand there and they're just like, and then the ball lands and then they try and react. We've definitely seen a lot of that, but it so far looks like they're trying to improve the defending in the game. Tweaks to making attacking players move quicker to support counter attacks. That's good. A little bit of dynamic movement. Obviously, you can't buff the defense if you don't do anything to the attack. Obviously, you need to have that balance in there as well. Improvements to how AI managers use different tactical, different midfield role combinations, which is good. Again, you see the same tactic over and over again from these AI managers as well. Improvements to central defender and defensive midfielder positioning from long goal kicks. Again, just people just being stood in the right positions is hopefully going to make a big difference. Improvements to how attacking wide players track back when defending. Again, quite good there. Fixes for defending wide indirect free kicks from the edge of the area. Again, very positive. Then we've got header 1 statistic now only counts towards contested headers rather than just constant headers, every defender having 30 plus headers in a game. Now it's only just being tracked on contested headers. Improvements to the recruitment focus logic, again, that's quite good to see. Obviously that was a new feature in this year's game, the recruitment focus, so they've already had to tweak that. Fixed cases of reserve or youth team tactics appearing blank in the development center. I didn't know that was a thing, so good. I'm glad that's fixed, I guess. Tweaks to development loans for AI teams, again, pretty good. Improvements to fixture scheduling, particularly the frequency of consecutive home or away games. Now, this is a big one that has been pretty prevalent in my network, say with Murph FM as well. We kind of have 2 to 3 home games, then 2 to 3 away games. Hopefully now it will be a little bit more staggered. Updated to substitution rules across various competitions. Again, that is pretty good. For a more detailed list of changes, please visit our community forum. You know where we're going. Over to the community forum. Obviously, one of the administrators has posted on here. This is what we've read already. Most updates of this nature should download automatically if yours doesn't. If you're in the game, you're going to have to quit the game. Hopefully Steam will do it for you if you are on Steam, but you can kind of check there. Here is the big boy change list though. Stability and crashes, optimization improvements, sure. 3.7 million database changes, okay. Okay, so they're talking about these defender changes, which we've kind of spoken about as the key changes for this version of the match engine. Increase the number of overhead kicks being attempted. Nice. Improvements to how AI managers use different midfield roles. We've touched on that. Central defender positioning. We touched on that one. Fix for making 3 substitutions in the first half will lead to users being unable to make substitutions at halftime. I didn't know that was a thing, but good to see that people are breaking Football Manager. Fix for goalkeeper positioning being too high when defending certain types of free kicks. What does it mean by too high? Because I've seen the same free kick like 100 times. Fix the rare issue when 2 yellow cards didn't lead to a sending off. That's fantastic that was a thing. Fix rare issue when there was no highlight after a goal was scored. Fix various goalkeeper bloopers. I will believe that when I see it. I have a PvP match this evening on Twitch, twitch.tv/𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪. We'll see, I'm guaranteeing we'll see a goalkeeper blooper. Fixes for defending wide indirect free kicks we've touched upon. Header 1 statistic now only counts towards contested headers. Blah, blah, blah. Fix for the team direct free kick goals displaying incorrectly. Clearance being counted as an interception. Tackles not being counted as an assist if it leads to a goal. Okay, that's interesting. And then you've just got general gameplay improvements. Training injury frequency rate. This is good. I like that. And obviously these updates to the actual game and the gameplay will take place into your current save, guys. So you don't necessarily need to do that and start a new save. You just can continue with what you've got. And hopefully stuff like this, you will see less training injuries come about. Fix an issue where no conversation being generated when high profile players were being left out of international squads. Again, that's quite useful. I don't know how many people do international management, but that is quite useful at all. Fix an issue where with non-EU player registration in Italy. I haven't actually come across this yet in my network save, but I feel I might have done soon had this not been a problem. So that's been fixed now. Correctly told which stage of the playoffs board expectation wants them to reach. Okay, that's good. So more specifically for teams in the playoffs. Asking for unsuitable roles. Interesting. That's good to know for staff. High CA players retrain relatively high physical attributes late in their careers. I did not know that was a thing. That players basically got better physically because they had a high current ability. Fixed cases of reserve or youth team tactics appearing blank. Okay, we touched on that one. That was one of their high level ones. Fixed cases where youth intakes generate new gens with unrealistic nationalities from certain regions. Again, I've not seen that myself. Let me know down in the comments if you have seen some of that yourself. Fixed an issue where users were unable to enter the MLS drafts. I hate managing in America, so sorry any Americans on the video. Loans for, tweaks to trial offers, tweaks to playing time happiness for incorrectly dropped star players, tweaks for playing time calculation for backup players, and that's, I assume that's supposed to say fringe players, not fridge players. Tweaks to interest levels of young players. Okay, arts and animations, again, they tweaked a couple of things. Background issues, UEFA pre-match tunnel was displaying incorrectly. You know how much we love the Europa League over here. They fixed a couple of UX UI changes as well. Online and achievements. Online idle preferences, fine. Is there anything here that's going to impact me when it comes to playing PvP this evening? Fixed an issue where the fantasy draft registration couldn't work correctly. Okay. Fixed an issue where the fantasy draft pauses by itself. Yes! Yes, it's fixed. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, well, that is the data update. We've dived into it pretty detailed. There's actually quite a lot of changes that have come from Sports Interactive here, and hopefully that makes things better for your saves. I'm just going to open up Steam, and you can kind of see, obviously, my update has already taken place. But if you are in the game, you're going to need to close it, go back into Steam, and hopefully the game should update. If it doesn't, right click on it, go on to properties, then you can see the updates tab here as well. And if there is an update, I'm sure you'll be able to download it. But let me know down in that comment section what you think this winter update will do for FM. Did we need this winter update? Personally, I think we did, and it's here, and it's finally here to hopefully improve the game, improve defenders, improve that logic for your defenders. That's been my main bugbear this year. Hopefully this fixes it. I'll see you on stream this evening.